Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I have a very serious video I want to do right now, and it is about this November and what's going on this last November. Not only with all of the YouTubers that I know, us talking about something has changed in the atmosphere, and I believe it to be very serious, but I also believe it to be an answer to a prophetic word that was given a long time ago. Before I talk about that, I did a video on my other channel, Real Estate Ninja, and I'm going to link it below. And I would really appreciate it if you would look at it. And the reason why is because it's also a serious video, and it has to do, after this video is done, with the IMF's plan to collapse the world and using the Fed and how these groups are in conjunction with each other. And I want to continually get people into right alignment and understanding of a plot that literally is there to destroy your finances and to keep you most of the time just getting by enough to where you don't realize that you're a slave. And it's time for us as a nation, and I'm talking about not just Americans, but I'm talking about a type of human being. You are a very special type of person. Honestly, if you're watching this channel, it's not because there's any glitz and glamour, okay? There's cardboards and bicycles. You know, you are called for a certain purpose in your life, and you have a purpose. And no matter where your finances are right now, I truly believe that you have what's inside of you to succeed and to be part of this movement, this nation of people that are going to rise up as the bankers are trying to collapse the markets and steal your wealth, the wealth of this world, the utilities, the water, the land, the gold, the silver. You are going to be there to combat and take it back. I truly believe that. So I would highly suggest that please go and take a look at that channel, and please hit the subscribe button on that channel because it is a backup channel. Because this channel gets some interesting comments, let's put it that way, from certain groups. All right, so let's do this. The prophecy. There was a prophet by the name of Kim Clement. Now, I'm not here to preach to you guys. I am not at all. Trust me, I'm the last person that should be preaching. Made lots of mistakes in my life. I'm not perfect. I screw up every single day. However, I am one of those type of people that are trying to get up every single day and be a better version of me. And I fail all the time. But I do believe in a better me. I do believe in a better world. And I am not going to give up. So every day I get up. So I grew up in church. And again, I'm not here to preach to you, but I started following prophets that were prophesying about the future. And I saw a lot of similarities. I started learning about what they do and stuff. And one of the prophets I heard was Kim Clement. And he talked about, and a lot of things that Kim Clement has spoken about before he passed away have come to pass in amazing detail. And one of them was about a hypnotic November. And I was talking with a buddy of mine the other day, and he asked me, he goes, do you think, because we were talking about the amount of views on YouTube and social media total are so down right now, it's insane. And that is not typical for a November, just so you know. That is absolutely not typical. And there's also this interesting sort of malaise, for lack of better terms, over people that I've noticed around my town. And I believe around the world that are just sort of in this fog, like what's really happening. We just got out of the elections. Nobody tends to trust them on both sides. I have people that I know that are on both sides of the fence when it comes to politics, and nobody seems to trust the system anymore. And everybody's just sort of down, they're depressed, they're in that funk, right? It's like a plateau of a market. That's what we're seeing right now. Before the fear sets in, we're seeing this, plateau. We're like, where are we going? I don't know. Are we still going up? Are we going down? I don't know what's happening. And people are very, very confused. And when he asked me if this is that hypnotic November that Kim Clement was talking about, I have to be honest with you, it just struck me. Because even I, for the last month, I'm going, what's going on? People are different in their speech, in their actions this month. It's like something's happening. And what it draws down to is usually when these kind of times happen in life, especially business, when I start to see that type of emotion in people I do business with, I start to get really guarded, and I hunch down and I start to really focus and listen and try and pay attention to my surroundings. I try and get quiet. because something's about to change. And it's this human emotion that happens. And it's why markets go up. It's why markets go down, right? And I believe we're in that moment where something big is about to break. And I would appreciate it if you put down in the comment sections how you feel. Either do you agree or disagree? I want to know, because it's like taking a poll and understanding, and I may do that on YouTube, is put out a poll. But there's something shifting, which gets me excited, but also I want to be on guard. And I think that we should all be on guard, because when we don't know this shifting environment, whether it be in politics, our country's politics, geopolitically, economically, socially, just social changes. When we don't know what's going to happen, there's opportunities, but there's also things that could happen that could be to our detriment. So we want to be on alert, for lack of better words. Mistakes happen and accidents happen when we're not paying attention. So we want to be on alert. I'm not telling you that I think the market's going to crash tomorrow, but I'm telling you there's something in the air right now that means there's something big coming. And any kind of change usually is bad, right? I mean, come on. It's nice when it's status quo. So what we need to do is we need to be prepared in a position with our finances, but also our minds, our minds, our family minds, to be prepared. In 2018 and 2019, I was preparing my family for the entire world to change. And they were very frustrated with me. And I said, your lives are about to change. Something big is coming. And then when it happened, I pointed to it, and it happened in October, November. And I said, that's it. It's going to hit our country. And I said, we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared how it's going to affect people, how it's going to change relationships, all of that kind of stuff. And now my family knows why I was that concerned. And now I'm getting that feeling again that there's something coming. I'm excited, but I'm also wanting to caution people to just sort of slow down, talk about things. What happens if another huge attack comes to our world, right? And we're not mentally ready for it. See, when it comes and we go, okay, that I could sense it in the air. I could feel the human emotion changing around the world and seeing this. And then I wanted to get ready. I hope this is speaking to some people. Please let me know in the comment section if it is, because it's one of those things that I personally don't know. I couldn't tell you what it is. But there is a malaise, and views are down, and it's not just because it's my channel. I'm talking about other people. I've been talking to other content creators and then looking at data, statistics for other sites, and people aren't paying attention. They're under this sort of malaise, and that is usually when something happens, and then panic sets in. So we just want to be on guard and just watching, and then when we see the triggering event, it'll probably come through some videos and go, okay, this is probably going to get bigger. It's going to exacerbate. It's going to get larger. And then we're going to know how to position ourselves to be blessed from it and not be a part of it. I hope you guys got something out of this. Guys, I'm going to link the video to the other channel I have and that deal with the IMF and what the head of the IMF is calling for the Federal Reserve to do. And is absolutely calling for the Federal Reserve to crush the world's economies. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.